Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Nethergate Resurrection. Last episode we took care of a few things, went around and did a couple various stuff, and now we're going to look further in the northeast area, like this area here. You find a site where some soldiers from Nethergate slew a bunch of goblins a few years back and left the bones to dry in the sun as a warning. The locals must have known about the strange creatures here for a long time. And there's a stone circle there, but nothing in it. Odd. Let's see. Oh, here's something. Thanks to your woodcraft seal, you notice that several of the nearby trees bear sprigs of mistletoe. Mistletoe is sacred, and, when properly gathered, can be a valuable part of the rituals used when making potions. Yeah. We get some mistletoe. Yay! Alright, back to running around and such. You find the remains of a hastily abandoned Nethergate watch station. The sentries must have spotted your approach and ran back to the hill fort to tell them that you're coming. You stumble onto a Nethergate watch station. Several savage warriors are crouched among these boulders watching you. Now that you've spotted them, they feel they have no choice but to attack. 3 Britannian fighters. We'll wait for them to get a little closer. Like that. Alright, lance of fire. And you can cast darts of ice. There we are. And again, darts of ice. Alright, we got this. Easy. And lance of fire. Easy. I think we can leave that heavy stuff. You have managed to approach, so far unseen, to the outskirts of the village of Nethergate. It looks very well defended. Patrols of savage guards in full war regalia circle the town constantly. You think you can make out freshly taken heads on the battlements. The hill fort is clearly on a war footing. You've heard other Romans say that Nethergate is practically rebelling against the Romans. If you enter the village, you will probably be in extreme and immediate danger. Well, we'll stay away from there for now. You have reached a small, pleasant log hut, perched conveniently next to the well-traveled footpath. It is surrounded by a large, carefully maintained herb garden, filled with rosemary, comfrey, and other more unusual herbs. There is a sign by the door. It reads, Angharad, the healer. All in need are welcome. There is smoke coming from the chimney. Someone must be home. Do you enter? Sure. You knock on the door, and Angharad enters. She is a wise, cautious-looking woman who has managed to reach the age of 20. She grinds up herbs in a mortar and pestle as she invites you in to examine you. Interesting. Someone has set up a small trading post here, not far from Nethergate. There are lots of tracts on the ground. It seems to be rather popular. A sign out front reads, Gan's Trading Post. You look through the entrance and see a young man of the Brigantes tribe. He's missing most of his teeth, but otherwise seems to be in good health. He's making some torches. That must be Gan. You could go in and do some shopping. If you're in a sinister mood, you could loot the place, although such an act may have very nasty results in the long run. We'll inspect his wares. You enter the shop, and Gan, the proprietor, walks up to greet you. Glad to have some customers, he eagerly shows you his wares. Some simple stuff, mainly. Ooh, but we can sell that and that. There we are. Very nice. Looking around a bit more. To the north, a steep pathway climbs up and out of Shadowvale. You look up longingly, eager to escape this strange place and the strange people and creatures that populate it. Then you turn back. You have your duties, and they lie here. This is a dangerous place to stay, but this is also where you can make the most difference. Plus, the quality of the available treasure is very promising.
Hey, how you doing?
Kill innocents in the outdoors, and others will learn of your evil deeds. Yes, I imagine. Shut up. Doesn't seem to be anything else around here. So that leaves up here. Ooh, is this finally? Finally? You've heard tell that there are several hermits living in this area. They're attracted to the relative peace of Queen Cartamandua's kingdom and the, shall we say, unique nature of Shadowvale. This hut in the center of this grove must belong to one of them. Who else could possibly choose to live in such a crude little hovel? You take pains not to breathe too sharply, otherwise you might accidentally knock it down. Hermits like to be left alone, but sometimes they have useful information. Do you walk inside? You try the door. It's locked. You knock. A voice inside says, "Who is it? What's your business here?" You ask to speak with him or her. He or she cackles. I left home to avoid idiots like you. Was a wise choice. Go away. You pull out the message the other hermit gave to you for delivery. We have a message for you. After a moment, the door cracks open and a grimy hand pokes out. Let me see. You put the scroll into his or her hand. It disappears into the darkness. Then the voice says, Good, took your time getting it here, though. Now you want payment. I have no payment, but you can get payment. I have a message too. Take it and you get paid then. You get what you deserve. Will you take it? Sure. A sheet of papyrus slides under the front door. You pick it up and inspect it, but you can't understand any of the writing. Take it west, far west, near Goagnar, whatever that place is. Friend in black hut. He will not answer. Slide this under the door. He will give you good payment. Now then, go away. Far to the west near Goagnar. Great. Hopefully we get paid then. A small, clumsy group of goblins decides to ambush you. They have exactly no idea what they're getting into. No, they do not. In fact, one cast of darts of ice should be enough to... Yeah, that'll kill all three. Nice try, foolish goblins. For you are fools. Nethergate northeast, ruined hall to the south. You almost walk right by the old man sitting at the crossroads. His ragged gray cloak make him look like a big rock. He gets your attention by shaking his begging bowl. The 2 copper coins inside slink together pitifully. You walk up to him close enough to see that he's quite old and completely blind. He holds up his bowl. Alms for the blind. Please help me. Just a few coins. As you try to decide what to do, you notice that the beggar is wearing a necklace. It's a thin gold chain around his neck. Could be quite valuable. That is quite valuable if you took it. Alms for the blind. We'll give you a few coins. You drop a few coins into the man's bowl. Thank you. Good luck in your travels. He gets up and starts to shovel his way north, finding his way with a short stick. I'm not gonna rob a blind guy. I mean, come on. Your keen warrior's eye spots a lump in the grass that doesn't quite look natural. It's too abrupt and too, well, square. You pull off the grass and reveal an old supply cache. Most of the food is rotten, but the dried meat is still all right. While the wooden shield has been lost to worms, the spear was wrapped in leather and looks to be in pretty good shape. Hey, we got an iron spear. You hear giggling from the branches of this tall oak. You look up into the branches and see a half-dozen forest sprites preening and cleaning their brown leathery wings. They seem to have just had a good joke at your expense. Your attentions are almost immediately unwelcome, however. Without further sound, they take wing and fly off to the west. Oh, well. Oh, hello. A little hut. Oh, this spear we picked up? Yeah, how much is it? 30 coins? Not even worth it. I'm just gonna drop it. You'd think someone would have to be mad to build a hut so near land infested by creatures as ugly and vicious as goblins. Yet here one is. It's quite nice. There are lots of flowers and herbs in the garden, and the home is nice and spacious. Of course, it could be a trap specifically designed to ensnare adventurers such as yourself. Only one way to find out. You walk towards the hut, but before you get there, a small, withered woman walks out of the entryway. She's ancient. She may be as old as 40 years. She moves forward until her milky eyes can make you out. Ah, hello. Welcome to my hut. I hope you mean no harm, for then you will come to none. I am Alona. What do you wish? You asked what she's doing here. Ah, me. I am a creator of healing crafts. I have spent many years studying the arts of recuperation from the beings of Shadowvale, and I can create many wonderful things. You seem confused about how I can live here. The goblins to the north are quite taken with me. When they fall ill, I am their best source of restoration. Thus they look out for me. They're not evil creatures, just a bit crude. But I'm nattering on. Are you in need of quality all-natural goods? That is what I sell here. Sure, let's see. Various potion. Invulnerability draught? Turns user invulnerable. That sounds very useful. Ooh, improve health circle. Tempting. But I think we'll leave it. Very expensive after all. I think we'll be fine, but thank you. We'll keep you in mind if ever we need potions or the like. Beware, goblins. I'm sure. I can see all the bones and such. Someone has built crude stone walls in the huge pit ahead. Looks like a fortification of some sort, but who would be insane enough to build a fort in the middle of a swamp? I'm just some goblins. Let's pay them a visit. Oh, goblins! After a tiring, mud-drenched climb, you manage to slog your way to the base of this huge pit. Here you find yourself in front of a fairly new large fort, improbably built in the middle of this swamp. You don't even think the local tribesmen would be foolish enough to build a fortification out in a swamp. Surely no Roman would. Thus you aren't surprised to see goblins guarding the gate to the north. These pests seem determined to inhabit every area around here free of humans, even if it means living in a diseased fen to do it. Unfortunately, this tribe seems to be quite skilled at erecting defenses. Their front gate seems quite strong. You may have to search and find another way in. We shall. We'll try anyway. Alright. You guys are going to die. Quick! Darts of ice on all three! And all the goblins are dead. Goblins may be grubby, dirty, slobbering little creatures, but some of them must have quite a knack for ironwork. These gates are very solid. The only way you're going to get them open is from the other side.
Hey, how you doing?
Yes, shut up. Alright, purge venom on him. There you go. Oh, here we are. This could be a way in. This seems promising. A few hundred feet from the main gate, you find a small side tunnel in the clay of the fortress. It's dark and smells of rotting meat and worse, but it looks to be unguarded. Nice. And nothing in there. You figure out why none of the goblins want to come down here. This is their dump. You're staining your boots with years of goblin dinner leavings, used up clothing, and worse, sprinkled with broken weapons and the occasional rat. Speaking of rats, you can hear more rats in the tunnels ahead. At least they sound like rats. However, the squeaks are a bit louder and fiercer than the squeaks you've come to expect from the small variety. Come on. There we go.
Hi, I'm a talking...
Shut up! And more dead rats. Lots of these bloody rats. There is a ledge running along the north wall of this filthy room. Trash is splattered along the floor underneath. This is where the goblins have of late been dumping most of their trash. The slingstones and dead rats also indicate that some goblins come here for target practice. Good thing for you that none of them are here now. Aha! We managed to get in! You left your back gate open! Which also let the goblins in. Why would you do that? There's sunlight and fresh air coming from the passage to the north. Looking to the north, you can see several low stone buildings. The goblin village is out there. As you look for their defenses, you see several goblin guards approaching. You step back into the shadows, hoping that they will pass. They're searching very thoroughly. When they walk into the cave and see you, one says, "Oh no, not humans again!" That's quite a few goblins. You step into the goblin village. You should be careful from here on in. It's likely that a lot of them are waiting for you, and you probably can't expect much mercy on their home ground. We'll go into the goblin village later. To the north, you see a stairway leading down into the darkness. You listen. It's quiet down there. Perhaps for now, exploring below would be safer than a full assault on the goblin village. Tempting,
I want to be your
but I think we
friend.
can go into the goblin village. We'll explore up here. Take this. Healing draught. Sure, you can take that. Is that a cow? That is a cow. Okay then. And nothing of use there. There we are. More dead goblins. Nothing in here, but... yeah, nothing. Another goblin shaman. Let's see. Absolutely nothing in there. Ooh, a haste scroll. Nice. Pick the lock. A couple nice furs. Nice. Hey, one of my keys unlocks the gate. Disarm the trap, and we get... Ooh, a level up for Rion. Wand of Ice. And... Withering? Change to one statistic. I think we'll not take that. That, I think we're gonna sell, actually. Disarm the trap. Shard of Release. Cures all negative effects. Handy. This is a very strong wooden door, bound and reinforced with thick bands of iron. Fortunately, the door is barred from this side. You remove the bar. You can get through now. Oh, hello. Wolves. Oh, I see, I see. Let's see. Healing and curing draught. Boots and fine leather armor. Alright then. And in here, absolutely nothing. Alright, back to looking around. Ow. Ow.
Hi, I'm a talking
Shut up.
skull.
Get a little closer. Thank you. There we are. Cast a healing spell. There we go. Stop that. Thank you. Oh, hello. Hostile Droog Eye Gouger. Okay then, that might be the guy in charge. Who will be dead in mere moments. And there, he's dead. That was easy. Bam! With a final furious growl, the chief of the goblin fort drops to the floor. The growl turns into a groan of pain and then fades away. You notice that he has a brass key with a 1 etched on the side on a thong around his neck. You run up and grab it. Yay! Another one of those keys. Ooh, strength draught and shield ring for selling. Not bad. Not bad at all. Pick the lock. Ah, good. All working together, you strain and push and try to turn the massive wheel. Your leg muscles start to ache. Sweat runs down your face. Eventually, with a mighty creak, the wheel turns. The chain pulls out of the floor. To the south, you can hear the front gates of the fort opening. When they're open, you smash a few choice bits of the wheel mechanism. It's stuck open. Delightful. Ow! Stop hitting me! It's annoying. Yeah, nothing of use there. Actually... Take that. Oh, Rion! I forgot! You need more points in order to level up Druidism more. You know what? Yeah... Let's leave it. We'll not level her up, so we can save as much as we can for the Druid spells, because those are the most useful things we can possibly get. At least for Rion, anyway. Oh, hello, sheep. More goblins. Let's see. No, I wanted that one. Some coins, not much else. Not much of anything in there. Nothing there. Ah, more doors down below, and that appears to be it up here. So, we've cleared out the entirety of the Goblin village. Now, we need to clear out what's below. So let's save and then go down and find out. Alright, what's down here? Ooh, dark. Under Goblin Pits. Pick the lock. Oh, crypts! Some big important goblin was laid here with great honors, and probably treasures and armor. Then later other goblins came back to strip the corpse. There's nothing left of value. The goblins clearly aren't very sentimental. More of these bloody rats. Same thing in that one, and... Oh, jeez. The hell bit me? Oh, there it is. And same thing there. More goblins here. Nothing there, nothing there. Alright, let's take a look back here. This burial chamber contains several long rows of bronze urns, intended for the placement of the ashes of dead goblins. Unfortunately, the still living goblins aren't too fussy about the process. When all the urns are full, apparently the standard procedure is to dump them all out on the ground and start over. As a result, you are breathing in a thick mixture which is half air and half used goblin. Ugh. They could at least dump it into the river. You slide the lid off the crypt. Inside you find the grand remains of what must truly have been a great goblin. Or at least greatly honored. How else can you explain the fact that it was actually left with the treasures with which it was buried? There are several bronze and silver bracelets, earrings, and coins useful for bartering, and the body was laid to rest with a beautiful suit of chainmail. Of course, there may be another reason why the loot was left here. Well, let's try it. Take it. As you loot the body, you feel a chill run up your spine, down it, and up again. You prepare to defend yourself, but the feeling subsides and nothing comes into view. You put away your newly gained loot. Steel chainmail. What is it exactly? Yeah, it's worth a lot. Lost 26 26! That's actually better than the rest of us. It's even better than him! Hell yes! We're gonna wear it! Better than the blessed studded armor he's wearing. Well, there we go then. Awesome. Oh jeez. More spirits. Ah, there's spirits all over the place now. Yeesh. Alright then. Oh, hello, Goblin. Hello, dead Goblin. Arena. Fighters only. Let's see. This is certainly a sight that would warm a Roman's heart. It's a small arena in which the goblins enjoy all manner of vicious blood sport. 2 sections of chairs above look on the bloody field below. For the goblins' primary source of entertainment, this chamber is unusually still and quiet. You start to get suspicious. Suddenly the chamber erupts with noise. To the north you hear the clattering of a closing gate. To the south you hear the clattering of a closing gate. To the north you hear grunts and laughter. You've stepped into a trap. Goblins rush into the chamber above, eager to see the carnage. As they sit in the chairs, you hear vicious hissing. At the far end of the arena, a pair of huge lizards walk in. They fix their beady eyes on you, hiss hungrily, and charge. Easy. Is that all you got? So it's not very much. Now create more light. Let's see. Woad, darts of ice, and healing draught. Darts of ice, healing draught, woad. We should probably use woad at some point. Pick the lock. Nothing in there. I guess this is probably where they keep all the creatures. Nothing in that one. Nothing in that one. And nothing in that one. Huh. Yes, turn it. That should probably let us out. Pick the lock. Cloak, iron longsword, whip. Nothing of use in there. And the goblins are now coming out to try and kill us because they are angry that we actually survived. Haha. Well, that's what you get for trying to kill me. You get death. Horrible, horrible death. And pain, too. Lots of it. Oh, I see. That's the, wow, they have 3 latrines? Interesting. And nothing else up there. No, I'm not jumping off a ledge to my death. That would be a horrible, horrible idea. Oh. All these goblins are not very
Hey,
strong,
how you
at
doing?
least. Bet you've never met a talking skull before. I'm high in calcium. Shut up. The air down here is even ranker than elsewhere. Your eyes water at the rancid, beast-like stench. There are fewer tracks on the floor here than elsewhere. The goblins must not come down here very much. Vazek lair. Goblins keep out. Vazek. Who or what is Vazek? The box is empty. 401. Ooh, silver bracelet. And in here we have Ring of Skill, plus 5% chance to hit in melee. You know what? I think that's actually an item that we're just gonna sell. And poor chainmail we can leave alone. Wolf. Another wolf here is now dead. I'm guessing this Vazek is in here. Let me save first. Alright, let's see here. Pick the lock. Nothing. Yet another unpleasant surprise. The box is mostly full of old bones, probably from sheep gnawed and dried out. You see the glint of metal under the leavings. Someone accidentally left a key in here. It's made of bronze and has a 2 etched on it. Another one of those keys. And where is this Vazek? Ah, oh. Oh, we got some coins, but I don't see this Vazek. Vazek. I don't get it. Ooh, we can actually go further down. I think we will later on. Probably in the next episode, because I don't think we'll do any more in this
I'm
one.
a talking skull.
Once we finish this area. But yeah, shut up, please. That leads back up. All that's left is in there. You hear your nose is assaulted with the mingling odors of incense and blood. Grim, guttural chants echo through the halls. You can see a large temple to the north. Shaman Torbold is now dead. That was pathetically easy. Ring of Health. Plus 15% resistance to illness, plus 5% resistance to acid. That's pretty good. But I think I'll stick with the other thing here. Seems more useful. You find another savage altar, this one covered with intricate carvings and the gory leavings of a recently sacrificed lamb. Being near it makes you uncomfortable, but by now you're pretty used to unpleasant things. The top of the altar has mostly been wiped clean, although there are still a few smears of rusty brown and bits of wool. There is also an iron dagger. It's a beautiful piece of work with a razor-sharp blade and a handle of carved antler. Yeah, what the hell. You lift your new prize off the altar and wipe it off. It's a beautiful piece of craftsmanship. As you admire it, you start to hear a noise. First it's a whistling, then it increases in intensity and pitch. Soon the sound becoming a screech echoing through the shrine, howling, calling, summoning. Eventually it dies down, leaving your head spinning. The creatures it brought here watch you, hungry for blood. Well, should have seen that coming. Really, you missed? Ugh. Wow, we don't even really need much. These creatures are not that dangerous. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Now, what was this dagger we picked up? Oh, really? His inventory's full. Blessed Dagger, 5 to 20. That's pretty impressive. Not as good as the Dagger of the Sun, but I think we'll give that to him. Instead of the superior longsword. Yeah, that works. Now back to looking around. Shut up! Oh, hold on. Create light. There we go. Nothing in there. That's pretty much where they sacrifice things. Ceremonial dagger. This is a meditation room. There's a prayer mat and a low brazier which puts off thick, bitter-smelling smoke. Several lines of runes have been etched around the edge of the brazier. Breathing the incense is starting to make you feel calm and mellow. This is a warm, mystical place. Perhaps if you meditated you might gain some insight. Sure. First, you close and lock the door so that you aren't found. Then you sit in front of the brazier, breathe in the incense, and concentrate on the rings of runes. Almost immediately you start to understand them. They contain remarkable insights, life-changing insights. As you read them, your minds start to drift. The lessons they contain sink deep into your brains. When you finally stand, you can't recall exactly what they said, but you do feel smarter. Your skill points have changed. I'm guessing for the better. A couple herbs. And dried meat. Sure, what the hell, grab the meat. I'm guessing we got more experience. Augustus leveled up. When did that happen? Alright. Augustus, you know what? You got 7 skill points. Improve your strength. I think that'll work. Septimus, I think you're gonna save up for now. And Octavius is nothing, and Rion we said we were going to save for. Moving on. Another shaman. Excuse me. More druid's robes. At least we know where to find plenty of druid's robes. Ooh, another healing draught. And more healing herbs. There we are. It's down in these rooms. Oh, these are probably like meditation rooms or something. Ooh, spiritual herbs. Nothing in there, and nothing in there. Okay. First Hall of Learning. Most of the goblins seem to be rather a dim lot, but this particular batch has much loftier intellectual goals. Most of the shelves in this dark, moist library are empty, but there are a few scrolls placed here and there. They look like they come from a variety of sources. Some of them might be useful. You'll have to look quickly. You can hear growling beyond the door to the east. Any other chambers in this library are sure to be guarded. Probably. But let's see what's up in this one. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Among the rotting, crumbling, and irrelevant scrolls, you find one that looks interesting. Do you read it? Sure. You read the scroll. It's not easy to decipher the writing, but you manage. It's a recipe. You can now make energy draw. Hostile dark spider. That is now dead. Clean off the webs. Thank you. Second Hall of Learning. Alright. We shall learn more. You read the scroll. It's not easy to decipher this writing, but you manage. The scroll describes a magical ritual. You find yourself compelled to keep reading. Soon you are chanting the spell aloud. Finally, you reach the end of the spell. The scroll crumbles into dust. Worried, you look around and see that some creatures have joined you in this chamber. Well... that was unexpected. They trapped it. Read it. It's not easy to decipher the writing, but you manage. It's a spell book detailing the lesser rituals of the craft circle. You can now cast Create Light, Piercing Sight, Pass Portal, and Hovering Feet. Awesome! Very, very nice. Oh, we need craft circle of 4. But... okay, we're gonna need to talk to those hags back there. We'll be able to improve things a bit. Very, very nicely. Pick the lock. Spirits. It's all the protection you have. Spirits. Third Hall of Learning. None of us have a lockpick! We ran out of lockpicks? Bash the door down. Alright, that's it. I know the episode should be over here, but I am getting more bloody lockpicks and selling the stuff we have. We are not going to be without lockpicks. Not at all. As you get close to the town of Nethergate, you are intercepted by a band of armed Celtic tribesmen. Normally, when confronted by a Roman patrol, these warriors would meekly step aside, letting you pass. Apparently, nobody told these barbarians about it. When you get close to their village, they draw their blades, scream, and charge. Oh, crap. Okay, so Augustus has one lockpick left right now. Due to having to go through a lot more, we didn't lose a lockpick. And the pick broke. Okay, we need to pick up more lockpicks once we finish here. Read it. You read the scrolls. It's not easy to decipher this writing, but you manage. The sheets of vellum contain magical rituals for the summoning and controlling of animals. It's a spellbook for the Beast Circle. You can now cast the spells Call Aid, Serpent's Fang, Serpent's Coil, and Charm Beast. Nice. And this one, you read the scroll. It's not easy to decipher this writing, but you manage to understand a small section. It says, "It is decreed by their dread majesties of Fairy that those of the City who do not suffer their displeasure should gather. At the Vale of Shadows this gathering will take place, and there will be the opening." That's all you can understand. Okay then. That said, we have to go. This has been a very long episode. I don't know how much is going to be cut out, but I am going to go pick up various things, sell various things, and I might buy some training as well. I think I'm probably going to cut out all of that, so that you don't have to deal with seeing all of it. Especially in an episode that's been as ridiculously long as this has. So, yeah.
I want to be your friend.
Shut up. I'm going to go take care of that, and next episode we'll take a look at the 3rd level. Until then, I am Chester44, that is Julius, Augustus, Septimus, Octavius, and Rion. This has been a Nethergate Resurrection Let's Play, and I shall see you all next time. Although I may have to stab that goddamn skull in the... Gosh, shut up already!